So we're gonna get into this slowly but surely. I have so much to talk about naturally, okay? But we're just we're gonna get into it, okay? We're gonna get into it. So before everything, I'm just gonna give you a little intro. So I'm Nashe. All of you guys know me as Nashe. You know my pages as Nashe. Nashe875, Nashe Jeans, and the other page is Childlike. It used to be called Nashe Studio. I recently changed it just to Childlike because yeah. So we're just gonna talk about the things that you know about me. I'm a creative, but bro, like, just saying creative is tough. Like, I never really ever enjoyed the name just a creative, or I think I am a creative artist, or I'm just an artist. That's it. And the name artist has been used so many times, dude. It's like so ridiculous. It took time for me to even get to accept that I am an artist. I just felt like, hey, I just create stuff. I'm a photographer and I draw. What art is there? You know what I'm saying? But it's all under art. It's all under art, I guess. So Nashe875, I like to call it Blue Creations because it all started with a character called Blue, and Blue is basically like a personality trait of mine that captures images in a certain way. And she's a lover of faces and depth and color and textures. You'll get to know that about me through my photography, and a lot about my photography also kind of dives into my drawings. But my drawings is a whole nother world. I feel like my drawings are a concept of a child, and I'm trying to get that. It's also a constant battle of having to feel like, as an artist, if you are going to be called an artist that is on the drawing side of things or the painting side of things, it needs to look perfect. The lines have to be straight, the lines have to be this and that. I'm really trying to get out of that because I really hate feeling boxed in. If anything, I just want to create, dude. Like, life is like everything on this earth is literally vanity. To me, nothing really matters. If you're not free in this world, if you can't create, and you creating in a boxed situation and creating for society, you're not an artist. You need to get out of that space, and it's a huge battle, dude. It's a huge battle. There are true artists, and then there are just people that do stuff for people to see. And that's not art. Art is confrontational. An artist is confrontational. Before you become that, you need to confront a lot about you. That's where the art comes from. That's why poetry, the best poems, are usually derived from sadness or pain. And our artists, our famous artists, the ones that you know, the ones that you love, their best pieces of art through music is usually pain, because it's something that everyone can relate to. It's honesty, and it's vulnerable, and there's no faking or lying or trying to be perfect. It's like, yo, this is me. I'm struggling. I'm not okay. And that's it. And I'm going to sing about it, or I'm going to paint about it. It's not about, I just want to make quick money. Like, it's easily noticed if people do things like that. That's why this whole name, what do you call this phrase? Clout chasing. That's people noticing the difference between someone doing something because that's who they are, and doing it just for the claps. So Nashe is that artist, that person that really does not care about much. Like, my photography started off with I really don't want to get into it, but oh my god, I've always loved taking pictures, whether it be through the phone. I think I started off with myself at like take pictures of myself. It's a long story because I'm talking about two sides of my life, the photography and the art, the drawings and all. So it's going to be very tricky for me to, tackle two things at the same time. But if I were to try to summarize Nasha875 as a photographer, it all started with homeless people. You see, honesty, a raw honesty, and I also didn't want to really post those pictures. I think I posted a couple, but I think I stopped doing that because, yeah, dude, that was it was way too honest. But I fell in love with the rawness of that life, but I promised myself as well that I would not capture a homeless person unless I'm able to make a difference in their life. There are a lot of photographers that make a lot of money out of honest images. They get paid, and what happens to that person that you captured? They are art that you've stolen from, and you're making all the bucks. Come on, man. So yeah, I promised myself that I would not capture any homeless person until I'm able to help them out. And this one dream I have in my mind for the photography side of my life is to have a home for homeless people where I get to not only take care of them, but show them that their life matters. So a lot of these people that stay in the streets, dude, some of them are educated, some of them are artists themselves. You just never know their story, so trying to compose a conclusion to their life and the reason why they are where they are right now is just insanity. Try having a conversation with them, get them food and sit down and talk to them. You don't need to have a camera, just talk. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I want to have a home that basically takes care of them, as well as, if there's any form of them being free, being able to do something and helps them feel free, then I do that. So say one homeless person that I'm taking care of is an artist, then we'll discover that, and hopefully they get to explode one day and have their work out there, and they now have a story, and they get to help other homeless people and all of that. So yes, that's a goal. So my photography is very honest. I mainly focus on portrait photography. Like I said, I'm a huge lover of faces. There's a lot of stories that you could tell just from capturing a still focused portrait image. And then childlike is, oh my god, it's a battle. Okay, it's a real battle, but I have a lot of artists out there that I guess you'll know that I'm inspired by. Jean-Michel, Picasso. Not a huge fan of Picasso though. Man's just crazy. But yeah, all these artists kind of have a link to me, and I get it. Before their art, just getting to know about them, their personalities and who they were and all of that, there's a lot of relation. Artists are connected to each other in some way. So childlike, like I said, I hate perfection. So childlike is a series of work, mostly a journey that forces me to go back in time and also fight with this constant line of how artists should create and what makes sense and what deserves attention and all of this. My drawings are centered through a journey of going back in time to a time where I didn't have to worry about anything, I didn't have to think too much about what I was doing. When you were a kid, things were simple, dude. All you had to worry about was food, playing outside, and having a great time. And even if someone were to do you wrong or say something really harsh, you'd cry it out, you'd express that. But after that, you move on. You might as well smile at that person after, because you don't really hold any grudge. What is a grudge as a kid? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters when you're a kid. So I'm really trying to get back to that time. I can draw, but I don't want to draw perfect drawings. And I want to get out of that box of perfection. I really want to get out of it. So it's all about freedom. It's all about finding myself again and creating this world where I can be happy again, and things can be simple, not calculated, not thought about, but just created in simplicity and just joy, dude. Think about it. Who told you to draw? When did this whole draw a straight line come from? We used to draw zigzag lines. Remember back in primary, I remember we had a margin, and I remember my teacher always saying, don't write what? Don't write anything inside or right within the margin. What is a margin? But yeah, things like that, draw within the lines. No, color within the lines. I remember that was primary, grade R. Well, most of you guys call it grade 0, but we called it grade R. I don't know why the letter was there. So my primary teacher would basically say, every time you color in your coloring book, you need to make sure that you color perfectly inside the line of the drawing, not outside. That's where it all started. That's where perfection started. Everything has to be perfect. If you draw outside of the line, it's ugly, it's horrible, it's not accepted. You get low marks for that. Why would, bro? Do you see how we've lost our freedom as time went on? And back then we used to draw big faces, or every time we draw a car, it would look a certain way. It would just be if I were to try to draw a car right now, a simple car in 2D form, we have the two wheels in front, and then we have the square part. You know what I mean? Simple. It communicates a story that this is a car. Who told you it has to be perfect? Who told you that when you color the car, you need to make sure that the shadings are right, that light comes off from this side and that side, and the shadows are on this side? Who told you that? Who traumatized you? See, we've been robbed off of our freedom as children, and that's the most saddest thing. We don't really talk about it. We don't really talk about it because it's so normalized. But I got to a point in, let me just say 2024, because that's when I launched Childlike. But before then, there was just a lot of things that I had to think about. I didn't just decide to just have a brand out and all of that. It really took time. It took years for me to even just start doing things. I had to understand, why do I want to do this, or what do I want to create? And what got me to the point of, having Childlike exist for you guys is inspiration. Jean-Michel, just through his art, created pieces, paintings, and drawings that showed you that you do not have to color within the lines. That's it. You don't have to color within the lines. You can go back to a time where things were simple and create as an adult and maybe tell stories through that, but in a form that you are still free. You don't have to be perfect, and that's what I'm going to say. Because there's a lot to say about that, but yeah, you don't have to color within the lines. That's where childlike came from, being free. So we've come to the end of this podcast video. Thank you for listening and watching. I don't know if I'm gonna have visuals. I might have a few. I don't really want to plan this. This is just mainly for you guys to like have a record of, oh, this is what she said, oh, this is where she started, this is the story. You know what I'm saying? It's really nothing that deep. I'm just recording my story, and hopefully this inspires someone out there to know that you are allowed to color outside of the line.